What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Escape from Tarkov just dropped patch 1010 about 2 hours ago, and this update was actually way bigger than it looks at first glance. So of course we got the new winter event, but we also have matchmaking improvements, quality of life changes, a new weapon, some balancing changes, and a ton of fixes, including some really important sound and hit registration stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first up we have matchmaking, and honestly this is one of the biggest changes in the patch. So Battlestate has adjusted the matchmaking system to reduce raid queue times, improve feedback during loading, and make the whole process more transparent. Now when you're loading into raid, you'll actually be able to see an estimated time to enter the raid and the current stage of matchmaking. So instead of staring at matching and wondering if your game is frozen, you'll know exactly where you're at in the process. One important note here though, you won't be able to cancel matchmaking during certain loading stages anymore. Battlestate says this is required to correctly load specific game data, and apparently canceling during these stages was causing errors and gameplay issues before. So yeah, slightly less control, but if it prevents broken raids and backend issues, then this is probably a net positive. So they have added some graphics and performance tooltips. This is kind of a smaller change, but it's pretty welcome, especially for newer players. So now we're going to get explanations of what each setting actually does and how much it impacts CPU, GPU, and performance overall. So let's talk new content. We have the M110 SASS marksman rifle that's going to be added to the game, along with a new set of attachments for it. We don't really know much about it. The patch notes are kind of vague. We'll have to see what it's all about once the servers come back up. They've also updated outdoor trader interaction scenes to winter versions, added an updated winter themed equipment, and added new streamer items. We also got some new PMC clothing sets for USEC and Bear. You can see right here, this is the Bear Cinez, $12. Flip through all these real quick. And then the USEC is also $12. This is the Gold Squadron. Flip through these real quick. And then finally, what everybody's been waiting for, the new in-game event. They've named it Kolotun. It's going to come with its own task chain that grants a unique achievement upon completion, available for both PvP and PvE, of course. We also have some really vague balancing changes that they've made. Test drive task line objectives have been adjusted. Collector now includes new streamer item requirements. Forcer's duty task has been adjusted. And then headwear compatibility, I'm assuming this means that we're going to be able to use a lot more headsets with certain masks. And then lastly, they've adjusted the experience modifier based on the number of completed transitions. I'm assuming this means that if you transit a whole bunch of times, the modifier just continues to go up, so you'll be getting more XP. We've got quite a few fixes here, so I'm just going to hit the impactful ones. So we have combat and hit registration. They fixed incorrect headshot damage when crouched and leaning left. This was probably frustrating tons and tons of people. We've also got some sound changes, improved sound positioning across all locations, fixed grenade impact sounds through indoor-outdoor transitions, made some changes to the AI and bosses, fixed bots disappearing in PvE mode when dying while healing, fixed bot behavior during terminal armory assault, fixed issues with Kaban and Tagilla behaving incorrectly, fixed bot vision, distance, and fog, fixed multiple cases of flying bots. Yes, flying bots should finally be less of a thing. Then we also have some changes to the inventory, tasks, and UI, fix achievements not being granted properly, fix PMC inventory display issues during raids, fix flea market sorting filters, fixed locked currency stacks being used incorrectly, fixed tasks requiring you to re-enter placement zones, fixed hotkeys resetting after death, fixed missing PMC models on the overview screen, fixed missing trader animations. So overall, this is a pretty solid quality of life and stability update. I think we're going to like the matchmaking improvements and get some pretty good sound and hit reg fixes. Hopefully the winter event is pretty cool. I'm sure I'll cover all the tasks and stuff like that whenever it comes out. And then let me know if you guys want to see a video on the new weapon. If this helped you out, drop a like and subscribe for more Tarkov content, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck in raid.